to Tyler's Talk Radio Show, and today is May the 29th, 2021, and we got some Smackdown to talk about because next week we got two championship matches. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a tag title match. We will tell you who is winning it after the main event. And we got the Intercontinental Championship match, Kevin Owens versus Apollo Crews, because what just happened in their match, I will tell you guys when it happens. But ladies and gentlemen, we got a little update of AEW. A little update of AEW. Sheeta got a new title. It still looks the same. It's just, it looks golden and a little bigger. It still looks like a toy. Because, ladies and gentlemen, they're celebrating the year of her holding the title. Since the pandemic happened, she's been the dominant women's champion in AEW. And I believe it's been a year. It's been a year that she won that title since the pandemic stuff. So, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we know what's happening on Double or Nothing. We got a whole bunch of things happening there as well. I don't know any new matches got made. But, ladies and gentlemen, I guess it was a pretty decent show, but I didn't see it. Maybe you guys did. Tell me if it was decent. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have SmackDown to talk about. There was no big segments. Well, there was. Seth Rollins was just making fun of Cesaro. Even, they had this hospital thing, the heart rate thing. It goes beep, 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 beep when you die. And then he just talked about his birthday and all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. No one cares. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Street Profits coming up before their match against the Usos. But before we get to that, we got Roman Reigns talking to the Usos in the backstage that, are you guys excited? Of course they're excited, but Roman does not look like he's happy. Because Jimmy's doing this for the family, because that's what Roman's all about, right? He's winning the championship. He has the Universal title for the family, not just for you. Right, Roman? Not because you're being selfish. It's about the family. So that's what Jimmy wants to do with Jay winning the tag titles for the family. Is Roman doing this for the family, or he's doing this for himself? Because at the end, when they after the match, Jay and Roman had a talk, and mostly Roman talked, and as Jay, you want this, you want a shot of the tag titles. Why didn't you tell me? That I guess he said if you told me and you could win the tag titles and all that stuff. I don't know what's going to happen there and what's going to happen. But, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Usos versus the Street Profits. I thought it was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. I'm happy to see the Usos back. For how long? We don't know how long. But, ladies and gentlemen, it was pretty decent. But the winner of that match was the Usos beating the Street Profits. And it appears made it official because the Usos asked for a tag team title match. Whoever wins the main event will be versing the tag team champions next week on SmackDown. I know I said I was going to wait until the main event, but who cares? Oh yeah, there was another update. Even Tony Khan talked about this on the pre-show of AEW. That Nick Khan, the president of the WWE, been talking to New Japan Pro Wrestling's boss, I guess, that they might have a partnership with the WWE as well. But we don't know if it's going to ruin AEW's partnership, because remember, there's some New Japan Pro Wrestling guys went on AEW. Will it ruin Impact Wrestling as well? Because remember, some New Japan Pro Wrestling guys been on Impact Wrestling as well. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, we don't know it's official. But people have been talking about it. So it looks like it was a rumor that the WWE was talking to the New Japan Pro Wrestling people because Tony Khan heard about it. The whole world heard about it. So I guess it was the truth that WWE was talking to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Because remember, they had the rumor of MLW and WWE's partnership. But nobody really knows if it was true. You read these sources, but you don't know it's the real truth. Until we find out on YouTube, live YouTube from a wrestling company, Tony Khan, because he's a little upset about it. That is Nick Khan and Tony Khan. I don't know who this Nick Khan guy is, but are they brothers? Are they family? Is that what they're trying to say? Family is versus family. Who has a better company? We will find out. I don't know. But we got a women's tag team match. I'm happy they're actually doing something for the tag teams of the women's and not just having Nia and Shayna go for it. We got the Riot Squad versus the women's tag team champions, Natalya and Tamina. Pretty decent match. I thought it was pretty good. I like the Riot Squad. And I like Natty and the Tamina as a team. It was pretty decent. But the winner of that match was Natty and Tamina. Then we had a lot of matches for this week. We have the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bianca Belair versus Carmella, with Bayley on commentary. Oh my God, she was annoying. Bayley, stop talking. Please stop talking, because everything you say is wrong. Oh boy. She says Bianca Belair is nothing. She can't win without her hair. It's a part of her head. It's part of her head, man. Your mouth is part of your body. Nobody's telling you can't use that in the ring. But that's part of her head. She's not going to chop it off because you have a problem with it. Bianca Belair wins the match, and then Bayley starts laughing and trying to make Pat and Michael Cole laugh with her. They didn't laugh with her. She was saying that Bianca Belair is nothing. That was nothing. And she keep on laughing. Well, Bayley, you couldn't beat her once. So, I don't know what you're complaining about. You couldn't beat her at WrestleMania Backlash. So, why are you laughing? I think Bianca Belair should be laughing at you because you couldn't win. And she wasn't happy with Michael Cole because Michael Cole was a big fan of Sasha Banks. He was yelling every time she does something. And then he started yelling when Bianca Belair does something. She said, "You've been a big fan of Sasha Banks, now you'll be a big fan of Bianca Belair." Then we had Kevin Owens versus Apollo Crews. It was a fast-paced match, man. It was fast. But the winner of that match was Kevin Owens by disqualification because Mr. Commander Easy, I don't know his name. He just reached over the bottom rope and did a Nigerian nail onto Kevin Owens to get a disqualification, and Kevin can't breathe. But we heard that next week, Kevin Owens, while he was gasping for air, he has Adam Pearce to give him a title shot against Apollo Crews. No Commander Easy in at ringside. And that's what Adam Pearce says. You're getting a shot against Apollo Crews. Commander guy is barred from ringside. Then we had Shinsuke Nakamura versus Chad Gable. I thought it was a pretty decent match as well. I like this match. These guys were fast-paced as well. Rick Boogs. What's his name again? Rick Boogs? I think it's Boogs, or there's two G's. I thought it was Boggs. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, he came out as well. He's doing the guitar. I think he's better than Elias. I'm sorry, Elias. But I think somebody's better than you, and it's on SmackDown. Because everybody loves SmackDown more than Raw. I can see why they have the best guitarist on SmackDown and the weak guitarist on Raw, because Raw is being weak. Oh yeah, now I understand it. Now they have the best guitarist on the best show of the WWE, the A show right now, because everybody likes SmackDown better than Raw. And that's why Elias is there. That's a good thinking, Tyler. That's a good thinking. Did you guys think that? Maybe you guys did. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. King Corbin came out as well to steal the crown. Well, technically he stole his own crown back to put on his head. But Shinsuke gets the win because of the distraction of Rick Boggs with his guitar solo. I don't know. SpongeBob SquarePants. Was I trying to make that song? But ladies and gentlemen, Chad loses the match, and then Corbin starts yelling, "This crown is mine, not yours. You're not going to do anything." And then he was about to put it on his head. I thought it was going to be magic. He's going to put it on his head, and then Rick Boggs clunks on the back of the head to knock out King Corbin. Shinsuke picks it up and puts it on his head and makes him start dancing with Boggs. Whatever his name is. And then we had the SmackDown tag team title match. And we, ladies and gentlemen, the same thing that happened to Dominic on WrestleMania Backlash. Rey Mysterio got attacked. And we know who attacked them. Come on, guys. You gonna believe them that they didn't do it? Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode says, "Oh, Rey's hurt. That's a forfeit." And the referee would say that's a forfeit. And then in backstage, Dominic says, "He had my back last Sunday. I'm going to have his back. He's going to defend the titles all by himself." And that's what he did. Ladies and gentlemen, and then there was no forfeit. It was a pretty decent match for Dominic's fighting by himself. But the winner of that match was Dominic and Rey Mysterio, because it's a tag team match. But Rey didn't do anything. Rey did come out to make a distraction, and then Dominic did a roll-up onto Dolph Ziggler, but technically, Dominic did it all by himself. Except for that distraction. But Rey did not get his hands dirty. And then the Usos came out. Now we know the match is going to happen. Father and son versus brother and brother for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I'm happy that the Usos are back. I'm hoping they don't break them up. I hope Jimmy joins Roman Reigns, or Jey Uso backstabs Roman Reigns and go back to the Usos. Just the Usos. I want to see the tag team division get bigger on both shows, on Raw and SmackDown. I want to see them get bigger. I want to see them get harder and get more entertaining to watch. Not just the same people, even for the women's tag team division. You got two different brands for this titles. Raw and SmackDown. You don't need a lot of tag teams. You could have 4 on SmackDown and 4 on Raw. That makes 8 in total. Why can't you do that? And, not all of them, because not all of them would get an opportunity to the titles because you will have a rivalry with one of those teams. Not every single team will get it. Even on Raw and SmackDown, you could have... no, you can't have just 4 on the Raw and SmackDown because they're separate. They're not sharing the titles. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I want to see the tag teams get hyped up. I'm hoping some NXT tag teams comes to Raw and SmackDown. Because remember, NXT still has a lot more wrestlers because they have more people in that training place in the Performance Center. They can make more tag teams. Raw and SmackDown can't. They don't have a lot of guys. I'm happy that they kind of added Rick Boggs and Shinsuke as a team. I hope they actually become a tag team and go for the tag team titles. Shinsuke had a lot of different tag team partners. He had Cesaro, he had Sami Zayn, now he had this Rick guy. Crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, I do want to see the tag team division get more hype, and I like tag team divisions. On my game, I like to make tag teams, so I want to see it go bigger. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow night for AEW's Double or Nothing pay-per-view results. That's all from me today. Tyler's out. Bye!